Yo, what's going on? Yo, welcome back to the channel, man. And today we'll be reacting to Dumb Ad Villains video by Ninjuno. You feel me? Now, everybody likes a good villain, you know what I mean? Greatest villain of all time, Joker. We all know that from DC comic universe. Argue with your mama, bro. I don't care. All right, that's a hill I'm willing to die on. I just love some deranged villains, you know what I mean? But there are some stupid ones, right? Like, what's his name? Riddler? Like, come on, bro. Is that actually really a villain? Let's be so for real.
Damn.
Or, there's a few other stupid ones I can't really think of right now. But I know there's like, I can't remember if it was DC or Marvel. There was this one villain that really pissed me off that just, I don't know what he had going on, right? But anyway, this is anime and, you know, all that other stuff. There are some stupid anime villains, bro. But we're not even going to get into that. We're going to let Ninjuno get into that. And we're just going to react to it, you feel me? So, without further ados, let's get straight into the video.
Villains are one of the most important characters of a good story, as they are the main obstacle or opposition for the main character to get through.
Hey, listen, chat. I just got home from work and just sat down to record because, you know what I mean, I have stuff to do tonight. But I'm hungry as hell, so throughout the video, I'm going to be eating food, bro.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Just ignore it.
In order to reach their ultimate goal. But damn, some of them dumb as hell. Starting with, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, if this motherfucker Muzan decided not to steal Michael Jackson's whole flow, aura, and all, this man would be getting flamed 10 times more than he is right now for being an absolute nincompoop. First of all, you're meaning to tell me that this smooth criminal got rage baited by a doctor that gave him immortality, but because it didn't take immediate effect and didn't instant regen his health, bro killed him out of pure idiocy because he ain't ever heard the words trust the process a day in his life.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I just recently got into not a full argument, but like a discussion about Muzan with one of my companions, right? And let's just say they was flaming the shit out of bro. I don't even know what this nigga did for him to deserve the hate that he has, but I don't know. For some reason, these newer anime fans are just flaming the shit out of this nigga for absolutely no reason, as far as I can think of. You know what I mean, chat?
And killing that doctor was basically him sealing his fate of his dumbass life for centuries to come, because his doctor was the only person who knew where the flower for his cure came from. And instead of trying to gain connections to people without making much of a scene and trying to find a permanent cure of his issue, instead decided to venture down the path of doing the absolute most by becoming the damn king of demons. And down this path, he came across the motherfucker that would eventually be the reason for Muzan having centuries of PTSD. Bro can't sleep at night because of this one man, Yorichi. And bro, this very first and only time they threw down, this man was dead ass turning Muzan into a hibachi meal and was cooking the hell out of him.
Bro?
The only reason bro lived was because he ran away like a bitch. Fast forward a few centuries later, and bro finds a spitting image of the motherfucker who gave him PTSD in Tanjiro. And bro, if I saw some motherfucker that looked similar to my op, who sliced and diced my ass, had me running for my life, and comes from the family that passed down your op's method of killing you from generation to generation, you best believe I would stain that motherfucker myself as soon as I would get the chance.
Yeah, absolutely. It made no sense for Muzan to keep throwing his lower demons at Tanjiro instead of just doing it himself, bro. He should have did the King Von method, bro. He would have did it himself, on feet, by himself.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Y'all know that clip? Y'all know that clip. But yeah, he should have did that. Matter of fact, he should have did that the first time they interacted way in the beginning of the freaking anime.
He ain't lying.
It would have been done. Yeah, done. Way before any of this, what's about to happen with the Infinity Castle. Yeah, way before any of that, this whole thing would have been done. Then all he had to worry about was continuing to find a way to gain full immortality, you know what I mean? And he wouldn't even have to worry about the PTSD and the trauma coming to bite him in the ass. But dumbass, like Ninja was saying.
Bro, I gotta mention what happened to Muzan right before the Infinity Castle. How the fuck you gonna have a whole scene walking while aura farming for an entire 10 minutes in front of the Ubayashiki residence with smoke wafting around you doing your best Drake impression and everything, but then get surprised when you get boomed when you pull up? And bro, thank God Ubayashiki had a plan and didn't get dropped on the head when he was born, unlike Muzan. Damn. Because what were you expecting just strolling into bro's own home? He for real thought she was gonna be barbecue chicken? This man Ubayashiki said he'd rather die trying to go down with him than letting Muzan have that sort of satisfaction. And from this point on is where Muzan's downfall started snowballing out of control. Despite how dumb this motherfucker Muzan is, you could chalk it up to him just being way too prideful and arrogant. But this next guy that we about to talk about might actually make you think, why the fuck is he a villain in the first place? We got this, man. Now I know
This nigga is just a D1 hater, bro. He just straight hating for no reason. He has no practical reason to hate on Invincible, bro. But oh, he freaking destroyed his operation, blah 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 blah. No, nigga, he did it to himself. He did it to himself. He's the one who pulled that stupid thing off of his head and blew everything to shit, bro. He did it to himself. Be mad at yourself, nigga. You just want to project your self-hatred on another nigga for no reason. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing? Nah, this nigga suck. I hate him in the Invincible series, bro.
No, I mainly talk about anime on this channel, bro.
And I don't even throw that word hate around very much when it comes to fictional characters, unless it's, listen, there are some ones. I'm not even gonna sit here and try to pretend like they aren't some anime characters that deserve all the hatred that they be getting from the anime community, you know what I mean? But I don't even like to do that. But this nigga, Levi, whatever the fuck, he's one of those fictional characters that needs to get their ass whooped properly, bro.
Bro, you gotta make an exception for the absolute peak that Invincible is, and for its birth of one of the dumbest supervillains I think I've ever seen. Because there isn't a single excuse for the amount of bullshit that Angstrom has caused throughout the entire show so far. Angstrom started out as a scientist that wanted to gather all the knowledge from all the other Angstrom Levies in other universes to essentially find a way to build a society that solved problems like world hunger and diseases. And these sound like really good things he's trying to do, and sounds like a really decent person, until his machine boomed on him. This is where everything changed, because when his machine exploded, when he tried to gain the knowledge of every single Angstrom Levy, all that happened were the memories of his different variants flooded into his head from every other universe, where in their universes, all their invincibles are evil, and all he can think of is the heinous crimes that bro committed in all these other universes right in front of their eyes. So it started messing with his head, and this is where he actually started tweaking and started hating on Invincible, vowing to kill him. My issue.
Sorry, it's his own fault. He did it to himself. I feel no pity for this man. Fuck him.
With Angstrom is that instead of targeting his hatred toward any or all of the other evil Invincible variants that he saw through the memories of his other variants and trying to get back at them, he instead decides to push all his pent-up frustration onto the only good variant of Invincible. Like, bro, what do you mean? This is genuinely stupidity on another level. This is like, yo,
it's not stupidity, bro. It's dick riding to the max, bro. Because he knows that any of the other Invincibles is just gonna one-shot him, is not even gonna hesitate. So obviously he's gonna pick on the one that's not gonna do that, because he knows he's not gonna do that, and he's probably gonna get away with it. And he barely got away with it too. That nigga almost got his ass murked, bro. When friggin' Mark almost lost it on him, yeah, or did lose it on him, if he had just kept going a little bit longer, that nigga was not gonna make it. He was not. I don't care what nobody say. He wasn't even supposed to survive it the first time.
He ain't lying.
I hate that they brought him back, but I digress. It's not my piece of work, so I'm gonna let the author do what they doing. You feel me?
Girl getting mad at you because she had a dream that you cheated on her in her dream. Not to mention that the way
So
that
stupid,
Angstrom goes about this unwarranted hatred for Mark is genuinely preposterous. First off, this man decided to fuck with his mom and his toddler of a brother by holding them hostage in their own house. And then he decided to break his mom's arm and beat the shit out of her in front of Oliver. And on top of that, hurl Oliver around like a rag doll. Like, dog, what is wrong with you? Then after you get your ass beat by Mark while trying to kill him and failing to realize and fully comprehend that he's actually a hero, you then start an entire war to spite him while using the evil variant of Invincible to go fuck with his world.
Is this nigga serious?
I'm gonna let bro say it, bro. I'm gonna let bro have
Same
it.
motherfuckers that killed or completely traumatized your variants and made you even hate Invincible in the first place. However, instead of taking out your revenge on them, you decide to make the only good Mark have an even worse life and put up with more bullshit than he has to deal with.
Dick right into the max, bro. That's all that is. That's all that is.
And bro, you gotta feel bad for Mark. On top of all these villains that Mark has to deal with already, menaces like Conquest and Anissa, he gotta deal with KSI's stupid ass, all because he has a mentally unstable dick riding obsession over the completely wrong Invincible. But if there's any villain I know that's even dumber than Angstrom, they have stood the test of time for selling me back for decades against some 10-year-old with a yellow rat. We got
These niggas suck, bro. These are adults that can't even hold their own against some kids. How they even still have a job, bro? I don't know, bro. I don't know. They should have been got friggin' dealt with, bro. But hey, whoever kept sending them after Ash and them, he must just love watching them suffer, because that's all that is. They're just suffering for no reason. Because honestly, I get it. He's the main character and all, but it really shouldn't be that hard, bro. It really shouldn't. So whoever keeps doing this to them, he just wants to see them suffer. That's my theory, and I'm sticking with it.
Jesse, James, and Meowth are some of the most iconic villains from my childhood, and honestly, they are not even evil like that for real. They low-key beat Ashen's parents because if anything, they always on this motherfucker like glue the entire series watching him. They were even cheering him on when he was battling to become champion. These three were there for Ash more than his own damn parents. But god damn, these motherfuckers are stupid as hell. I'm convinced that Team Rocket are descendants of people with severe CTE because, bro, watching these motherfuckers try to scheme something up is like watching cavemen bang rocks together. Alright, bro, I don't know how the fuck you gonna try to steal this man's Pikachu for damn near 20 years and never once succeed at all. How the hell do you go 0 for 10,000 tries at trying to capture Ash's Pikachu and you still keep trying? That's the equivalent of trying to—
Look, you gotta respect the dedication though. They keep getting their asses handed to them, but they keep coming back, bro. So they must be some sort of masochist, obviously. But I don't know. I gotta respect the dedication to some degree, cause I'm gonna be honest. If you keep whooping my ass after the third time, I'm done, bro. I'm done. All right, listen, I don't got the energy for it, bro. I don't care how much the job is paying me. I don't care if they're threatening to friggin' boom me because if I don't do this, oh, they're gonna be bro, I do not care, bro. I'm not about to keep fighting this little ass kid over and over and over for all these years and keep getting my ass sent flying through the friggin' sky, landing God knows where, right? How they're not already dead, beyond me. But nah, I'm giving up after the third time, bro. I don't care. I do not care.
Shoot a three-pointer 100 times and you don't even hit the rim on any of the attempts. I mean,
Crazy.
I'll give it to them, I guess. They have hella dedication.
Yeah,
but bro,
see?
you would assume they would get better at trying to outsmart Ash since, you know, they're adults and sometimes it seems to work at first, but they somehow manage to just fuck it up very last second, and I don't know how, to be honest. Because if I tried stealing some kid's Pikachu every day and I never once sniffed success, I would be reassessing my entire life's existence and finding another job to do, because dog, they're not built for this shit. But instead they decide to stalk him around the entire earth trying to catch Ash lacking, but it just never works, bro. And bro, the fact that these motherfuckers dedicated damn near their entire life to try to steal a Pikachu is actually sad as fuck,
bro. This if they freaking manage to nab this Pikachu, that's got to be the highlight of their entire career to push them to some sort of stardom, bro. That's got to be the only reason I can viably think of why they have consistently tried to get this Pikachu for so long, bro.
He's right, you know.
There's something about this Pikachu that we do not know that has the friggin' leader of Team Rocket just consistently sending these idiots after this Pikachu and promising them some sort of promotion to the highest degree, bro. That's the only thing that makes sense. That's the only thing that makes sense to me, bro. If not, then they just love punishment, bro. I don't know. The masochism.
And bro, at some point you gotta think, don't they got dreams, or don't they have anything better to do than tomfoolery with Ash's squad every single day? And you know what makes this shit even worse? Ash has been a 10-year-old kid the entire fucking time. And if y'all watched Pokemon at some time during your childhood, y'all know that this motherfucker Ash is low-key slow as hell, especially during Unova. So the fact
bro got the eye too. Speak it. Bro got the IQ of a friggin' Geodude, bro. Like, what are we talking about? How are you not outsmarting this kid, bro? I just fucked up what I was trying to say, and now I'm pissed off at myself.
That he low-key dumb, plus the fact he hasn't grown up at all, and they still couldn't succeed once, is genuinely concerning. In conclusion, I genuinely feel bad for all these dumbass villains.
I do not. They do it to themselves, bro. But anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. Listen, Team Rocket, I will say this, right? Yes, they have dedication. We can respect that. Yes, they've consistently tried day after day after day after day for all these years to get this one little Pikachu for whatever reason, right? They have that dedication, and which is respectable, Chad. We can respect dedication, right? But at some point, you gotta know when to throw in the towel, man. It's not even worth it, bro. It's not even fun watching them get on the screen anymore after a certain point back in my childhood, bro. It was just like, bro, why are they here right now? They're not even progressing the story. They're literally just stalling for friggin' runtime, bro. They're just making the episode longer for no reason, bro. Go do something else with yourself, bro. Just get to the friggin' gym battle. Let me see what this gym battle is gonna be working with. You know what I mean? At some point, I just got annoyed and just wanted to see the friggin' everything else that was going on in the story besides them. Because, I don't know. I guess there was supposed to be some sort of comic relief for the cartoon anime. But let's be honest, man, the entire Pokemon series in and of itself is a comic relief, bro. So I don't know, I don't get it, and I'm not gonna try to get it. But that'll be it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Starting next week, things might be a little bit different with the videos. Don't even worry about it, just roll with it, you feel me? I'll catch y'all in the next one, man. Peace.